For a moment, imagine this. You wake up, phone buzzes, bank app opens, balance looks fine. Not rich, not broke, just floating. You grab coffee, $8, you wince, but you tap anyway. Gaslight blinks, groceries feel heavier, rent hits like gravity. Your paycheck lands, then vanishes. And you think, look, I'm doing everything right. No fancy vacations, no wild spending, no yachts, no Lambos. Yet somehow you're tired, always tired, financially tired. Here's the thing, this isn't bad luck, it's a trap, a math trap, and it's invisible. People say, just work harder. That's the myth, that's the lie. Hard work doesn't break math, math breaks hard workers. My name is Greg, and let's just say I spend way too much time looking at both the 2D and the 3D math and the invisible equations behind your bank account. If you're tired of playing a game where the rules are hidden from you, smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We're about to put some neon ink on this problem. Now look, recently there was this story, totally real, totally brutal. A woman in California, school teacher, not reckless, not dumb. She did everything right. Degree, stable job, budget spreadsheet. She used credit cards carefully. Emergency stuff, car repair, medical bill, credit card. In simple words, that just means borrowing future use money at knife point interest. Her balance crept up, 5,000, then 8, then 12. She paid minimums, on time, every time. But the balance wouldn't fall. It bounced like gravity was broken. Then she looked deeper. Interest, fees, penalty APR. APR? In simple words, that just means the rent you pay for being broke. She realized something horrifying. She had paid more than she borrowed and still owed more. Ah! That's not a mistake. That's design. Now zoom out. High definition zoom. According to the Federal Reserve, right now the average credit card APR floats above 20%. Meanwhile, average wage growth crawls, single digits. Contrast that, fast versus slow, heavy versus light. Your debt is on a rocket, your income is on a treadmill. Inflation, in simple words, that just means prices quietly lifting weights while your paycheck skips leg day. The Fed tracks this. Groceries up, housing up, insurance up, but your raise? Cute, 2%. Here's the invisible equation. If prices rise faster than income, you are moving backward while standing still. That's the nightmare. This connects to something called Boots theory. In simple words, that means being poor is expensive. The original story was about boots. Cheap boots break fast, expensive boots last. Poor people buy cheap. Rich people buy once. Same pattern here. Credit cards, rent, car loans. You're paying extra because you don't have margin. Margin, in simple words, that means breathing room. No margin means every problem becomes debt. Debt compounds. Compound interest, in simple words, that just means math that snowballs while you sleep. Vanguard has shown this clearly. Long-term compounding works miracles for investors and nightmares for borrowers. Same equation, opposite side. Now, you might be thinking, Greg, I'll just pay it off. Sure, but here's what most people don't realize. Minimum payments are designed to stretch time. Time is where interest feeds. If you owe $10,000 at 20%, you're paying $2,000 a year just to stand still. That's invisible rent. That's gravity. And while you're paying that, your savings earn nothing. Savings account interest? In simple words, that just means pennies for patience. Banks pay you crumbs, charge you steak prices. High contrast, neon obvious. The system isn't broken, it's optimized. Now let's talk psychology. This is the part nobody wants to hear. Scarcity changes your brain. When money feels tight, your thinking shrinks. Researchers call this cognitive load. In simple words, that means stress eats RAM. You make short-term choices, not because you're dumb, because you're human. So the system squeezes, you react, you borrow. Ah! And the loop continues.
This is why people feel stuck even when working non-stop. Now here's the brutal 3D math. Let's say you make $50,000. After taxes, maybe 38. Rent eats 18. Food eats 6. Transportation eats 4. You're already thin. One emergency, $2,000. You swipe. That $2,000 at 20% becomes almost $5,000 over time. That's not bad behavior. That's math. Meanwhile, the S&P 500, in simple words, that's the scoreboard of big companies. Long-term average returns hover around 10%. Vanguard documents this. So assets grow, debts grow faster. Rich own assets, poor rent money. High contrast. So what's the escape? Not hustle porn, not lottery thinking. Anti-system moves. First, the invisible raise. This means lowering your personal inflation rate. Personal inflation, in simple words, that means how fast your lifestyle gets heavier. Cut recurring expenses first. Subscriptions, insurance renegotiation, housing decisions. A dollar saved here is worth more than a dollar earned. Why? No tax, no interest drag. Second, kill high-interest debt violently. This is not emotional, it's mathematical. Paying off a 20% APR is like earning 20% guaranteed. Show me a safe investment that does that. Third, build a micro asset. Asset, in simple words, that means something that pays you without asking permission. Dividend stock, in simple words, that just means companies cutting you in on profits. Side business, skill income. Not hustle forever. Build once, let it bounce. The goal isn't more money, it's thicker borders. Borders between you and emergencies. This is how you stop running and start building the board. The board is 3D. It has depth, options, gravity working for you. Most people never see it. They only see the screen balance. Wealth isn't loud. It's quiet insulation. If you're still here, you're seeing the outline. Sit with that. Let it click. Stop running on the treadmill. Start building the board.